The same Nigerians are beginning to ask what course exactly does the EFCC have to grind with the ex-governor of Kogi State that it was willing to risk its credibility for. It has become the talk of many in quarters. We are very careful not to conclude a haste that the EFCC allowed itself to become a tool used by desperate politicians to advance their war of interests. The only succor is that the current president of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, is a leader who gave his all to sustain our democracy. The president, at a point, became a victim of political witch hunt. We recall that the EFCC and the CCB were at different occasions used to harass and threaten him into giving up his cherished progressive ideas. It is our hope that the president himself, being a victim of such retrogressive practice, moved to ensure that nobody under his watch uses institutions of government to harass and threaten political opponents.
It is a known fact that before Nigeria may probably come out of the kind of corruption that has bedeviled every aspect of our political system, or will I say every system in Nigeria, one may have to fast for almost 100 years before it may come to pass, as Nigeria continues to be one of the largest religious nation on earth. We can see from what transpired between the EFCC and the former governor of Kogi State, YAHAYA Bello. Well, he was accused of misappropriation of over 80 billion naira, as well as paying over $700,000 for his children ahead. Upon this revelation from the EFCC, the people in his community now begin to do some religious stuff in order to protect their son from being arrested from the EFCC. But the major thing here is the lawyers who went to protest. As you've watched earlier, the problem here is, well, those lawyers not in Kogi State, when the former governor refuses to pay the salaries of workers for complete 8 years, are they not in Nigeria when the judgment was given in the Presidential Petition Tribunal in appeal court last year, with when the Supreme Court even said some certain things that we all know, even the Supreme Court itself gave a judgment, for, now said is inconsequential as it relates to our electoral system. But here are they protesting for YAHAYA Bello, and the question that everyone continues to ask is that how much were you paid to do this? And this brings us down to the level of how porous our judicial system has been over the years. Now listen to Rufai on how our judicial system has dilapidated and needs to be reformed in such a way that we need to bring in technology in order for us to communicate across the whole judicial system across Nigeria.
Two courts. At first, he had gone to a court first because the Constitution talks about the fact that if you feel your rights are about to be violated, go to a court. So he had gone to a court, a Kogi High Court, had said, there was a case of the Federal High Court in Abuja. Two courts of coordinate jurisdiction. They're trying to pan that out. I think Buala spoke extensively on that. I don't know why that still happens in Nigeria. I think the solution to that is we must be able to have a tech login system where any decision given in any court in this country is loaded in on a cloud platform that other judges can see everywhere. Because that's why people just go and get all sorts of kangaroo order from somewhere or kutu wenji to be able to defend themselves. I think we must be able to put technology and AI in our legal system judgments.
So this is just something that needed to be done before now, because we are in 2024. So sometimes I wonder why we find ourselves in these states when nations of the world has moved far away from us. But then, what do we do? Let's have a take at the comment section. Thank you for watching.